Hello YouTube friends and family, Stephen from Small Adventures here. It has been a minute since I have done a kit stash update. I don't think I've done one this year. I think the last one I did was December 17th of 21. So I'm behind a little bit on this because, you know, as any modeler knows, we keep adding kits to the stash. So I'm going to break this one down into part 1, Salvinos edition. Let's start with the kits of the month that I've received. This is June's kit of the month. It's Bobby Allison's 1981 Pontiac Le Mans, the Teflon car. This one just arrived Saturday, actually, so this is a brand new kit. These are not out in the stores yet, but you can pre-order yours at places like Salvinos JR Models.com and ModelRoundup.com. Mike's Decals, Hobby Nut Models, several of these places are going to be getting these, so if you want one, go ahead and pre-order it. May's kit of the month was Kyle Larson's 22 HendricksCars.com 22 Camaro. These are the cars that they're currently racing on the track. This is the first time in model history that you've been able to watch a race on Sunday and build the same kit while you're watching the race of the car you're watching. So this is a pretty historic moment in the modeling community. Thank you, Jim, Rick, and Chris, and everybody at Salvinos for working so hard to bring such an excellent kit to market. I went ahead and picked up 2 of these because I had been out of the club for about 2 months. Wasn't sure I was going to be back in the club when these came available. So, as you can see, I was. April's kit of the month was Chase Elliott's 2022 Camaro Z01, also a Hendricks Motorsports car, the Napa number 9 car. I had also pre-ordered one of those and picked up another one. So I've got 3 of these. Obviously, I'm not going to be building 3 of the exact same car, but I'm anticipating the decal aftermarket coming out with decals for other cars on the track, so I've got a couple extra of both of those. I also have a couple other projects in mind, kind of a retro drivers paint schemes on a modern car. I'll talk more about that when the day comes, though. March's kit of the month was supposed to have been one of those 2022 Camaros, but they were delayed because Jim was working so hard to make sure that the kit was perfect for us, or as close to perfect as humanly possible. So they gave us this as our March kit of the month. I can't remember if this car has ever been a kit of the month. I do have 2 or 3 of these in my stash with aftermarket decals. I'll talk more about that in another video. What's special about this one is the designer, Jim Rogers, put his John Hancock on there. On the box, not on the shrink wrap. So this one will never be opened because my friend Jim put his name on it. So, you know, only club members will be the only ones who ever have these. So this one's a keeper. It'll go on the shelf as is. February's kit of the month was old DW himself, the Challenger Pepsi car, the 1983 Chevy Monte Carlo that Darrell Waltrip drove. I was not in the club when this came out, but I got one pre-ordered and got it right after the club did, so big DW fans here. Now, let's move into some pre-orders that I've got. Way back last year when Salvinos first announced that they were going to make these kits, the first one of the series was the quote-unquote rollout car. These sold out really quickly on the Salvinos website. So quickly that I wasn't able to get one even as a club member. That's nothing bad whatsoever with Salvinos. I was too slow. I was hesitant. I waited to payday and they were gone. So I got these 2 from Model Roundup because these are limited production kits. I had originally bought one to build, one to keep, you know, shrink wrapped and everything. Time will tell if I keep them both shrink wrapped or if I actually build them. So that's it for kits of the month. These next 2 were pre-orders. These were not available as kits of the month, but are available on the website. I had pre-ordered these 2. William Byron and Alex Bowman. So both the other 2 Hendricks Motorsports cars. It's a 4-car team. I got one each of these, so I can have the complete set. These will be built box stock as they come. So now we're finished with pre-order kits that I've got in. Let's talk about kits. I'm going to make another video in the near future, hopefully, with called aftermarket decals and donor kits or something like that. But this is a donor kit that I bought from MikesDecals.com. I really recommend him too, guys. A link to Mike's Decals and Salvinos JR Models and ModelRoundup.com will be in the description below. These came from Mike's. You can buy these donor kits, which is a decalless kit, and then you can pick the decals from the ones that he has available. These have decals in them, the number 23 Miller decals. We'll talk more about that when I do that video. But the Pontiac Le Mans donor kit. Two more from Mike's Decals, two of the same kit because I've got two sets of decals for them. Is the Salvinos Pontiac. I think this is an 86 Pontiac Grand Prix 2+2. Now I've got several aftermarket decals for this car, so I thought those were good looking cars, so I bought a few up. Again, these are plain kits with no decals included. One of them obviously came with aftermarket decals that I purchased with it. And for another set of decals that I have, I picked this up at that model car show that my son and I went to in January, I think it was. When I saw it and saw the price I had on it, I went ahead and picked it up too, because I didn't actually have another set of decals for this car, but for the price they had it at, I went ahead and picked it up and ordered another set of decals for a different driver. I picked up another AJ Foyt 79 0442 for a set of decals that I have. That will be a different project. This will be a donor kit for another project, another Salvinos 82 Buick Regal. And I picked up not one, but two. See if I can get these in frame. Two more of the 86 Monte Carlo, the chicken and beer car, and a third. I got this one just to break up the monotony of having several of the same, even though these are all going to be for aftermarket decals for different drivers that I'm going to use. So that's all the donor kits from Salvinos that I have picked up just to build different drivers with aftermarket decals. You see, everybody calls this the chicken and beer car. There's the KFC, there's the beer. Last but not least of the Salvinos kits that I have picked up since the last Stash Ad video, Richard Petty's 76 Dodge Charger. Now this kit, in its original form, had been a kit of the month last year. This is the version that comes molded in Petty Blue and has vinyl wraps instead of decals. All of this that you see, all the stripes, everything, if I'm not misunderstanding, is a vinyl wrap. You can check out Luka Cee's channel, the link will be in the description below, where he did a tutorial on how to put these vinyl wraps on. Looked like it was fun, and I had not picked one up, so this kit's been out for a little while. So that will just about wrap up this short video of the Salvinos kits that I've picked up since December.
Wow, that wasn't even clever.
Look for more Stash Ad videos coming in the near future. I'm going to break it down into 2 or 3 parts. So it's been a minute since I've been making videos. I apologize for that. Had a lot of stuff going on between getting back to work and some life things that came up, and just time gets away from you, and before you realize it, it's been a month since you've made a video and you don't realize it. But I hope everybody is doing alright and has a great weekend when it gets here. I will try to get up another video before the end of the week and get some more of this Stash Ad going up and talk about some other types of projects that are coming soon. Real quick, on my hashtag 32 appreciation build entry, where everybody's building a 32 Ford, mine is stalled out due to time constraints. I just haven't had time to work on it. And it's been a few weeks. I haven't touched it since my last video on that kit, on that project. And I've just kind of lost motivation to work on it. Mainly because I know the deadline's coming up in just a few days, June 15th, I think. Kim, I apologize. Mine's not going to be done by June the 15th. But it will be completed during 2022, which is the 32 Ford's 90th year, 90th anniversary. Alright, so thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.